Well, when you look, for example, at Barack Obama and his emergence or his executive order on DACA, it was based on executive orders done by President Bush, who based his executive orders on those done by his father. The issue here is building cases in the future where the White House counsel's office looks back and sees what prior administrations did. And if a future progressive president looks at this president and says, hey, he declared a national emergency on this because he thought it was an emergency, I'm going to do it on my pet issue and invoke the power of the federal government to reprogram money. The president never wants to be in a position, because of respect for the office, to set precedents his later predecessor could abuse. In fact, some would argue this president is abusing precedents set by Barack Obama.
Yeah, Marco Rubio even echoing what Eric's saying there, saying what's going to happen if a Kamala Harris is president in 2020 and she declares climate change a national emergency. She could do that. But Eric, we've seen the president's poll numbers start to really deteriorate as a result of all of this. In some cases, even Rasmussen, which is much more favorable to the president, is seeing him now in the low 40s now as a result of this. Do you think that that sort of erosion of his popularity might be one thing that might make the president start to budge on this issue?
I don't know. At this point, the president clearly is looking at rallying his base, and he's holding his base. And I think if the president were to cave on this to Nancy Pelosi, he would hurt himself with his base. So he's never been mindful so much of his national popularity, so much as his popularity with the base. And right now, he's got to keep them. If he were to fold on this and declare an emergency, knowing that it would essentially be surrendering because a judge would stop him, I think a lot of his base would see this as giving up to Nancy Pelosi, and that would hurt him even more.